So I've been thinking about this thing that happened yesterday with Native Instrument, and I thought I should share my thoughts around it. So if you didn't follow, if you missed it, basically what happened is that Native Instrument announced their partnership with none others than Akai. Yes, one of the biggest rival competitors. And part of this partnership, basically, Native Instrument now created a new version of the Play series, which are self-contained sample-based plugins that previously were only available on Complete Control or as VST. They're now available as plugins on the MPC lines of Akai. And like many other Native Instrument users, or more precisely machine users, when I first heard about it, I was shocked and confused. I mean, we've been waiting for so long for updates on machine. And while this Play series is not even available on machine, Native Instrument decided to make them available on the competition on MPC. And if you are a machine user, especially a Machine Plus user, you cannot feel disappointed and lose faith in the idea that Native Instrument planning to invest more in the machine ecosystem. And yes, we got an update a couple of months ago with Machine 3.0, but it was disappointing, really disappointing, just to say the least. Not only it lacked a lot of the features that had been promised or been talked about, and it didn't introduce anything really significant new, it is still not even supported on Machine Plus. So while we are waiting and keep hearing that machine update's gonna come soon and soon, Native Instrument go out and announce something like that. So you cannot judge the users to feel like we just got been punched in the guts. So when I was thinking about all this, it's reminded me something that I've been thinking for a while, and that is the use case of Sega. And if you've been playing games in the past, if you're a gamer, or if you've been playing games in the 90s, you probably heard about the story of Sega. Sega, during the 90s, was one of the biggest company of gaming console. They competed directly with the like of Nintendo, with consoles like the Sega Master System, Mega Drive, Genesis. Genesis was one of their biggest success back then. But then at one point they came up with a new product, with a new console, with Saturn, that wasn't as much successful and was really disappointing for many of the core gamers of Sega. And while they were struggling, the competitors like Nintendo and Sony came out with much better console that actually listened to user needs and introduced features that were exciting and innovative. And Sega, on the other way around, they had some financial issues and they struggled to keep themselves in the market. So they made a decision back in the early 2000s. They made a decision to pivot. They will no longer create new console. From back then, they decided they will only focus on software and creating games for other platforms. And that was a crucial pivot. It was a pivot that saved their company and basically saved them from going bankrupt and improved their financial situation. And when you think about this story, it sounds very, very similar to the situation that Native Instrument kind of is right now.
It is happening again. It is happening again.
And it's not a secret, in the last couple of years they had some financial struggles. They had to lay off many developers, they stopped support of production on some of their key products. They're taking too long and too much time and becoming too cumbersome to release new updates while the competition is getting much better and better. I mean, if you look at the MPC, and MPC just came out yesterday as well, the MPC 3.4.1, which is a significant update. I mean, it's a completely new workflow. It's introduced many features. It's fixed all the bugs and all the problems that previously MPC users were complaining about. So Akai basically listened to their users. But Native Instrument seems to be in a different place. And maybe they're thinking that with this partnership, with now focusing more of this kind of third-party support for other platforms, they might be able to generate more money, and maybe with this money they can investing back on their own hardware. But I doubt it, because I even see now that Complete Control and NKS are starting to be open to other MIDI controllers. This was also in the news by Native Instrument. And slowly, if you connect the dots, if you look at the big picture, you start to realize that a similar use case to Sega is happening now within Native Instruments. Now, no one can predict the future. No one knows for sure what's going to happen. And now, in this week, we also have the NAMM conference. And who knows, maybe Native Instrument going to surprise everyone and come out with a new product. But I highly doubt that. And I'm being very pessimistic about the future of the support in machine and the support of any hardware from Native Instrument. Because all the signs lead me to this conclusion that in the next, I don't know, maybe couple of next years, Native Instrument will stop creating new hardware and focus only on software, and maybe even not even on software, just building these preset libraries that are supported in other platforms. And that will be the pivot that will save them. I know this sounds too dramatic and most of it is speculation because no one knows what's going to happen, but it makes me lose faith in the future of Machine Plus. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to sell this unit because I still love making music on it. I think it's, in my opinion, it's one of the best workflow and one of the best innovative piece of gear that came out in the past decade. I think that Native Instrument created a brilliant workflow, a simplified user interface, and a very unique machine that really inspire you to create beats, to jam around, and really have fun with it. It's really a shame to see what's going on with this product. So I hope that we will see something different. I hope that Native Instrument is going to surprise us, and I hope that by saying soon and soon, we will actually see something coming up and not just made up promises. I mean, if you go now to Native Instrument community and if you check out YouTube comments or Reddit, their user base are going bananas right now. They're upset, they're furious, and I cannot blame them. The timing of this partnership with Akai came in such a bad time, and you should have waited probably after updating Machine Plus at least. So I don't know what the fuck they were thinking and who made this decision for that move. It's a business after all, and the business got to make money, so someone somewhere at the leadership of Native Instrument probably thought about it, and they're seeing something in the future that we're not seeing, and maybe this pivot will come, maybe it will not, maybe we'll see the update coming. I don't know, I just want to share some thoughts and opinion and just bring up this story with Sega, which I think might be relevant and similar. What do you think? Is machine dying? Is Native Instrument going to pivot to be software only? Are we going to see a new era of Native Instrument? Should we lose faith on Machine Plus or the rest of, or some other products by Native Instrument? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.